Imagine a country where over a billion people depend on one thing every single day. Not electricity, not petrol, but cooking gas. Now imagine that gas suddenly becomes expensive, scarce, and uncertain. Families panic, budgets collapse, and millions risk going back to smoke-filled kitchens. This is the story of India's LPG crisis, a crisis that affected nearly every household. From rural huts to urban apartments. From poor families to the middle class. Today we uncover how India became dependent on LPG. Why prices suddenly exploded. How shortages developed. What the government did. And how the country prevented a humanitarian disaster. Stay till the end, the scale of this crisis will shock you. Life before LPG. For decades, Indian kitchens ran on traditional fuels, firewood, coal, agricultural waste, cow dung cakes. These fuels were cheap, but dangerous. Indoor air pollution caused severe health problems, especially for women and children. Respiratory diseases, eye irritation, and environmental damage became widespread. Clean cooking fuel was not just a convenience, it was a necessity. The LPG revolution. Liquefied petroleum gas, or LPG, transformed Indian households. It was cleaner, faster, safer, more efficient. Over time, LPG connections expanded across cities and villages. A major turning point came when the government launched a massive program to provide gas connections to poor households, especially rural women. Millions of families who had never used a gas stove before finally received one. India moved rapidly toward clean cooking. But this success created a new challenge. Demand skyrocketed. Import dependence. India consumes enormous amounts of LPG, far more than it produces. A large portion must be imported from other countries. This makes India highly vulnerable to global energy markets. Whenever international prices rise, India feels the impact immediately. And then came a perfect storm. Global shocks trigger the crisis. Several global events collided at once. Crude oil price surge. LPG prices are linked to crude oil. When oil becomes expensive, gas prices follow. Geopolitical conflicts. Wars and political tensions disrupted supply routes and production. Supply chain disruptions. Shipping delays and logistical problems slowed deliveries worldwide. Pandemic effects. During lockdowns, people cooked at home more often. Commercial demand shifted. Supply systems were strained. Suddenly, supply struggled to match demand. Lessons for the future. India's LPG crisis revealed a crucial truth. Energy security affects everyday life. Something as basic as cooking food can become uncertain when global markets shake. But it also showed the strength of coordinated action. Government policy, infrastructure, and public resilience together prevented a nationwide disaster. Today, the blue flame in Indian kitchens represents more than cooking gas. It represents progress, health, and security. If this story opened your eyes, like the video, share your thoughts in the comments. Subscribe for more real stories that shape our world. Because understanding crises today helps us prepare for tomorrow.